The Black Cat is written by Edgar Allan Poe and was published in 1842. The story starts with that the unnamed narrator is reading from his prison cell. He is writing a story about his whole life fell apart, and since he has committed a deadly sin, he wants to tell us the story of his life. But which we also can see here. But tomorrow I die, and today I would unburden my soul. My immediate purpose is to place before the world. The rest of the story is a flashback where we see the mind of the narrator and the reason for his actions. Since he was born, he had loved animals and has lots of them. He loves hanging out with them and is one of his favorite parts. Our narrator gets married to a woman who shares the same passion to animals as him, and together they fill the whole house with these pets. One of these pets is a black cat named Pluto, and the name Pluto is symbolical and is a name of the underworld god in Roman mythology, and he is representing the god over the afterlife. At one point, the narrator begins to drink, which resulting in that his personality changes. He starts physically and verbally abusing his wife and pets. But my disease grew upon me, for what disease is like alcohol. Um, as the reader, we get that clarified when the narrator comes home drunk after a party and thinks that Pluto don't want to hang out with him, and therefore he cuts one of his eyes out. He inflicted a slight wound upon my hand with his teeth. The fury of a demon instantly possessed me. I knew myself no longer. Here we see the narrator and the man slowly losing his sanity and soul. Not long after this event of the cat, the narrator hangs Pluto from a tree and murdering him. The night of the murder, the man's house catches fire and burns down with some of the animals. When the narrator returns the next day, there is a crowd in his bedroom, and on the wall is an image of a gigantic cat with a rope around its neck. The narrator denies the suspicion and tries to find a natural explanation of this incident. The animal must have been cut from a tree and thrown through an open window into my chamber. This has probably been done with the view of arousing me from sleep. Another night, when he's out drinking, another cat appears, and it looks just like Pluto, except that this cat has a white spot on its chest. The man decides to take the cat with him home, but when he discovers that this cat is also missing an eye, our man gets suspicious. After some time, his wife shows the man that a white spot on the cat's chest has grown, and this white spot has grown into an image of a gallows, which is an old thing where you used to hang people. The man gets more and more paranoid of the cat because the cat never leaves him alone, as it always follows him, and this resulting in that his abusing with his wife increases. One night, the cat follows him and his wife, and in irritation, the man tries to kill the cat, but his wife tries to stop him, but instead the man buries the axe in her brain and kills her. The cops thereafter the cops come, but the man is very clever and talk them away. The police return and search the house one more time, and right when they're about to leave, the man starts to brag about how well his house is built, and therefore he's knocking on the spot, and it's right where his wife's body is hidden. When he knocks on the wall, they hear a sad sound like a kid is crying, and the police takes down the wall, and here they found the dead body with the cat on the wife's head. This story has several gothic elements. At first, the man in the story is very kind and good-hearted, but then the story takes a gothic twist when his personality suffers and changes, and it's because of the alcoholism. He becomes vile and abuses his wife and the pets. We see the narrative's darker side, which leads us to the death of his wife and the cat Pluto. Um, there are also supernatural elements in the story. The man has strange visions of his hanged cat, and he's scared of the cat. The black cat supposedly appears again to remind the man of his murder, and all these supernatural events and gothic and ghosts are gothic elements.